Good afternoon. It's Elaine from Penguin Place Crafts. I'm still chipping away at the twins bag where I combined two scrap bags because there's so many similar colors so that I had a couple ounces sometimes of each color, of some colors. I think there were 6 that I made bags of. So first, well, you saw the first one, this guy, that I made with the royal blue and the blue, green, purple ombre. Still had that purple, green, blue ombre. I still have a little bit of this green. So I made this dinosaur with the bright blue and the ombre and a little bit of the green for his toenails. Yes, I did play yarn chicken and moose. I had planned on the arms and the legs also being the bright blue. Ran out. So they turned into ombre. Well, the arms are blue and ombre stripes, and the legs are pure ombre. Ombre is also the spikes and the little spots. There's one there and one there on the eggshell. This is a paid pattern from 1 and 2 Company, and I bought it years ago. And this is probably the 5th or 6th dinosaur I've made in this style. It's called the Hatching Party. And there's like the baby brother who has not fully hatched out of his egg yet. Just the feet have come out of the egg. And then there's the ones that have already hatched, but still have a little bit of the eggshell stuck to them. I have sold so many of the big brother or big sister. I have made them in pink. And the poor little baby brother, to this day, remains unsold. So I will update the Etsy listing with a new big brother. You'll toss them right into the light box. So that did finish off the bright blue. Made a dent in the ombre. The ombre, I still have about 1 ounce left. So there was another bag that had a little over an ounce, about 15 to 20 little balls of black yarn. At first I was thinking, oh, I should do something like something with black stripes. Nah, let's make a black cat with bright blue eyes. Yeah, let's get the ring light to catch that eye. So that was fun. Not that I really need any more Loaf Cats, because I think I have at least 10 of them in stock. And none have been selling lately, but when I have my spring craft shows, I will be well stocked with Loaf Cats. Then I decided I was going to try something new. Yesterday I told you that when I was at the Yarnspirations website, checking to make sure the pattern for that guy was still available, I saw a pattern for a bear, and I printed it out. Now that's how the bear is supposed to be. Well, then I was looking at the construction of it, and you make 2 panels that start out with the sweater color, and you go up to the head, you do the decreases, and then you have to sew these 2 panels together. And then you have to sew the ears on. And then you have to sew the arms on. And then you have to sew the legs on. Too much sewing. Especially when I wanted to make the sweater in stripes. Okay, I'm going to make 2 panels with stripes and then try to put them together and sew them together. I'm going to have yarn ends on both sides for the stripes so that the stripes can be sewn with their own color. And it's just like, nope, not doing it. So I sat down this morning. I took like a full page to redesign the pattern to be worked in the round with minimal sewing. First row was like, no, nope. Because the first row, I would have started with a foundation single crochet of 42 stitches. And that would have been about 18 inches long. So when you fold it and joined it to make a circle, it would have been like 9 inches wide. I'm like, a 9-inch wide teddy bear? That's going to take a lot of time. So I cut my initial foundation single crochet chain. Now, I could have done like chain 30, join, and then start crocheting around. But I think when you do that, the starting chain sometimes can be a little too tight. I wanted to have a nice loose bottom. So, here's how it turned out. Go like this so you see all of it on my fingers. I think it turned out okay. I did borrow some elements from the pattern, like the basic shape, the fact that it's more of a flat bear rather than a round head. It looked weird when I was making it because I did the decreases at the side. So the head ended up like that. And it had these sharp angles on either side. But then it just offered the perfect place to sew on the ears. I did borrow the back post, front post double crochets for the neckline. I'm wondering if I should have done a different color, like gone up to the purple for the collar. It just seems like, there's a little bit too much white there. But the positives about this, it is very low sew. I sewed the arms on for the first shot. But I think once I type up my mess, once I decipher all of my scribbles and get this typed up to do a second one, I think I can work out. Oh, excuse me. I said I thought it was nap time before I came back to do the video. I think I was right. I stayed up too late last night. I was trying to finish. What was I finishing last night? I was finishing the dinosaur last night. Then I made the cat this morning, and then I made this morning/afternoon. So I have been productive on a little bit of sleep. So, where was I? I don't remember. But my notes are a mess. Like, I went through and I had all of my decreases all planned out and all that, and crossed the whole thing out. And okay, I think I can figure it out. I'm going to go out by the wood stove to do the typing. Excuse me again. Yeah, right. I'm going to take the laptop out and type out in the living room by the wood stove. I'm going to fall asleep. Yeah. But hopefully I will get this guy typed up. I will make another one to make sure that my instructions are clear. I will see if I can get somebody to make one of their own. I put the instructions in for 2 color stripes, because that way if you've got some scrap yarn to use up, it uses like 2/10 of an ounce of the pink, 2/10 of an ounce of the purple, 4/10 of an ounce, or half, I think it was half an ounce of the white. So you can use those tiny little scrap balls. I know I have lots of them. And I know I'm not alone. I I like making the projects where you can clear out some scrap yarn. So eventually I would like to put this on my blog as a free pattern because I borrowed from another pattern. That's a free pattern. The stitch counts are different, the composition is different, the size is different, but the look is very similar. So I'm not going to do this as a paid pattern. It will be free on my blog. It's because I'm not going to directly profit from somebody else's work by selling it. I will get a penny or two when people go to the blog, but someday. That's a someday thing. Like my blog earns about $1 a month. And I have to have $100 to get a payout. So it is going to be quite some time before I see anything from the blog. So I finished up 3 things since last night. Now I need to decide. Do I do another thing from an established pattern? Do I do something like a new design? Do I do an old favorite? I don't know. I think I'll just go out and just sort of look through the scrap yarn and try to decide what's next on the agenda. I'm happy with the way this cat turned out, the black cat. I think the pink nose was good because that shows. The white whiskers really, they really pop. And if you're in good lighting, those eyes will just catch you. So I'm hoping that in one of my fall craft show, or not fall later, spring, that there will be someone who had a beloved black cat with blue eyes who will fall in love with this cutie. I don't think well on my feet when I'm tired. I'm running out of stuff to say. So I guess I should pick up my laptop, take it out to the living room, and see how much I can get done before I because I know that's going to happen. I probably should come up with a plan on what to make for dinner. It's cold outside. It's like 24 degrees. At least it stopped snowing. But it's supposed to start snowing again on Wednesday, and then over the weekend we're supposed to have another major snow event. And I said to my husband, "Oh no, it's not going to be bad because Lake Erie's frozen over." He goes, "Yeah, but Lake Huron isn't. Lake Ontario isn't." So winds coming from the north could sweep over Lake Ontario and bring us some significant snow. Winds coming from the west could sweep across Huron and then across Erie, and bring us more snow. I should go do some shopping. I was hoping to wait till Friday, but we are running out of a bunch of stuff. I don't want to go out shopping when it's like 24 degrees and all cold out there. I'm a senior citizen now. I should be able to just stay in my chair and be warm. Okay, enough whining. It's winter in Buffalo. What do I expect? But a local Facebook group put up a post this morning saying, yeah, the Bills got kicked out of the playoffs, didn't get to go to the Super Bowl, but the Chiefs lost, and Josh Allen got MVP. So that's a pretty good ending for Buffalo. Next year. Next year. We're getting closer. This is sort of like the Jim Kelly era when we had multiple trips to the Super Bowl. Just gonna keep plugging away. And we got a good team. And I don't really follow them. If there's a Bills game on, I don't watch it. But I get the notifications on my phone what the score is. And I'll keep my husband updated on what the score is. And then he'll watch the updates and he'll say, "Oh, come on, you got to come see this. You got to see what Josh Allen did. Look at how he jumps over this guy. Oh, you got to see what Josh Allen did. You're not going to believe he made a touchdown on it." So I see bits and pieces. I see the best of the best, and I just sit in my chair and crochet, get occasional updates. Yep. So would you make any changes to this bear? Like a shorter torso? Shorter torso, or do blue down here so it looks like pants, and then the tops of the legs could be blue, and then go to brown to make it look more like pants. Trying to figure out if I could do it in the standard where you make the legs and then you join the legs to make the body. I'd have to do a chain. I don't know. It'd take more thought. It's pretty easy this way. I think if I tried to do the legs connected to the body, like go from the legs to the body, I think that would be too much, too challenging. Unless I made the legs and then did, oh, no, too much, too complicated. Keep it simple. Okay, I'm gonna go work on the laptop, and then I'll play with yarn. And then I will try to figure out something for dinner because I have no idea. I should do something that involves salad because there's some cilantro that needs to be used up. Maybe, well, we just had taco salad about a week and a half ago. Maybe tacos. I don't, fajitas. Fajitas. I think I could do fajitas. We have sweet peppers that need to be used up. We've got onions. There's some beef in the freezer. Okay. That's dinner. Beef fajitas. That means I should probably go put the beef into the crock pot so that it's nice and tender. Because if I just stir fry the beef, it always ends up sort of tough. But if I do it in the crock pot, cook it that way, or the Instant Pot, and make it nice and tender, and then slice it, you don't get the perfectly neat slices because it pretty much falls apart, but it's much more tender and better to eat. So thank you for helping me decide what we're having for dinner tonight. Bye-bye. Oh, I forgot. Thank you for watching.